Alright. Anyway, we deserve to die. And apparently so does Freya. What do you mean no armor? How did she unequip the armor? Anyway. Oh shit. Damn it! Cam. Okay. No, it doesn't. Which is one of the reasons why I like it so much. And unlike, D&D, you're not restricted by class on things. Cast your goddamn spell. Why are you having so little success? Come on, Freya. You can do it. Let's just stand here over all the corpses while Freya tries to get it together. Oh, she's only mostly dead. Alright, well, I ain't got time to wait for you. There. Everybody's happy. Happy as fucking clam. I think this is Icarus descending. Yes. I'd like to go in. So this is the Judith that's dripping tongues. You should know we don't like to serve your type, but you seem to know how to take care of yourself. He steps aside and lets you enter. Okay, so we need to talk to Caleb. Caleb is in his booth going over some paperwork. It's good to see you again, Judith Sib. How can I help you? I have no idea what Sib means. I'm looking for some information. All you must do is ask. I will answer as best I can. I also have some contacts who may help, but I have to offer them something to show you are serious. They require $2,000 up front before I can give you any numbers. I already did that. Questions. I get new information all the time. Come back every once in a while and I'll see if I can help more. Ever hear of Isaac Two Fists? Okay, good. Isaac? He's doing serious time after a botched run against Ares. Got set up by some of his pals to be the fall guy while they made off rich. He's in a cell somewhere in Hollywood Correctional. Another question. What do you know about someone named Thon? Thon? Thon. A new player in the Seattle Shadows. Nobody knows from where he came, but he has moved quickly to make a name for himself among the shadowy elite. His motives remain a mystery. Okay. I'll talk to you later. I look forward to seeing you later. Be careful out there, Judith. Okay. So... up, here we go again. Okay, then. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is prep before we go into a high-security prison and try to bust our buddy out. So the first thing we're going to do is head over to the Redmond Barrens, because we need to transact a little business, and let's see... Oh, yes, we certainly do have karma to spend. Oh, God. Shoved me out of the motel. Okay. Stew mugs for the cafe. Let's see. Yeah, computer's up fairly high. I got my electronics up pretty high too. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm about to, since I'm about to run right into a prison, I'd better be able to do some serious pistol damage. Well, then again, actually, if I bump my electronics up, it'll mean less alarms set off most of the time. Or at least a lower chance of it happening. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bump up electronics. Let's see. Yeah, 7. Her attributes are about right. I'm going to bring her biotech up so she can heal as well as Judith does. And let's see, Stark. Yeah, let's get Stark's body up so he can tank some more stuff. Okay. Alright, and now we're just going to do some selling off. Okay, we won't need that. One use in this med kit, so might as well get some money out of it. Pistol. 2 uses in that med kit. Again, get some money out of it. That's, do I want to keep that? SMGs are kind of friggin' useless, so let's just get rid of it. Heavy combat armor. Keep the smart goggles. Definitely keep that power focus. Predator. He doesn't have a smart link, so yeah, I do have to keep that. Well, he must have picked the frag grenades up from the Deadeye 5ers. And we'll hold on to the shotgun if necessary. Okay, first things first. Okay, gonna leave a little space there. And Freya will be hold on to an extra stockpile of clips for us. Okay. And I'll get her to hold on to a couple of extra med kits. Get Stark loaded up. And a couple of med kits for him to hold on to. Okay, I think that will about do it. So, next thing I need to do is make a call. And that call is to Culver. Culver appears at the other end. How may I help you? I would like to procure your services. Let's do this quickly. I don't want to be seen talking to you. I suppose you have some trouble with Lone Star? Or do you need my help entering Hollywood Correctional? Or perhaps you need a weapon permit? Well, a couple of things. I need you to delete my criminal record. Been a naughty boy, eh? It'll cost you $2,500 for processing fees. Naughty boy? Really? Okay. Pardon me a second, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got a screen cap of that. Anyway, easy money. You're the clacking of computer keys in the background. I am magic when it comes to computers. Your file is erased. Goodbye. Okay, that was the first thing we needed to do. And now we need to call him again. I need your help getting into Hollywood Correctional. Another one of the orcs get thrown in the slammer? This is quite inconvenient for me, you know. For $1,500, I can get you in under an assumed name, badges and all. You want me to start the paperwork? Yep, okie dokie. Please try to avoid any unnecessary violence or I'll have to raise my fees to cover up all the reports. Goodbye. Yep, the good thing is with the fact that we have to go to Hollywood Correctional, weapon permit, security pass. Considering that we have to go to Hollywood Correctional, we're in the right place for all this anyway. Find Isaac Two-Fists and see him safely returned. Get away from the phone. Stop staring at the TV. Real Housewives is not going to be on for a while yet. Okay. Now, if you're a career criminal, don't ever fucking do this. As I wander into a prison. This is the entrance to the Hollywood Correctional Facility, home to a large number of criminals and scum of the city. And then there's the prisoners. You walk to the security gate and speak to the guard. He checks the false name you gave him against a list in the computer and clears you for entry. The gate swings open. Now things get interesting. Well, I did not realize that was the exit. I was expecting, like, since I went north to get into it, that I was Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just reload there. Okay, let us try this again. Wow, isn't this a bright-looking place? I love how there are holes in the walls of the cells. Oh, hang on a sec. Okay, I hadn't done that the entirety since this game started. It has been really building up. Part of this balanced breakfast. And we just have a broken rock wall there at the end. So I love how these guards just don't even seem to care that you've got three people clearly not dressed like guards wandering in and out of the cells one at a time. I mean, I knew Culver's paperwork was good, but apparently just some of these people are rock stupid in the future. Kind of like now. Well, okay. Isaac gracefully leaps into a menacing fighting stance as you enter. You briefly explain your involvement with the Sincere and your purpose for being here. He smiles and reaches under his cot, pulling out a crude but functional homemade pistol. Now, see, that's the, like I said before, that's the Street Samurai portrait of Joshua if we were still using the regular version of the game. Otherwise, you would see the portrait that's being used for Judith as we talk about Irene. He only has spurs. He doesn't have a chainsaw attachment, but yeah, fairly close, isn't it? He kind of looks like David Hasselhoff to me. Love that prison shop class. He looks at a big ventilation duct in the hallway. Help me with this grade. I've got a few scores to settle. So you know, there's something to be said for subtlety. Just saying. Between the two of you, the grate is dismantled in record time. Thanks, chum. When I get out of here, I have some biz to discuss with Gunderson. So if you want my help, I'll be at the jump house in Redmond. He scurries into the duct and is gone before you can follow. Looks like you'll have to risk the front door again. Well, let's save state there. Let's see who this fellow is. I gotta admit, I was a little worried there for a moment because they didn't seem to have like I don't know if the sprite actually changed. It looked a little weird, but it also wasn't responding, and I was just kind of afraid that the thing had totally frozen. I don't know why I'm still going in and out of these things. Wow, I gotta be honest, that was a shitload easier than I was expecting. I was not expecting that to be that much of a cakewalk. Let's see. So he is up in the jump house. Okay. I thought the sprite was supposed to change. So let me take a quick screenshot of that for this guy. Yeah, I don't know if... I'm a Shadowrunner. What do you want from me? Anyway. Isaac Two Fists is here. What can I do for you, Judith? Looking for some information. Sure, what do you want to know? What's your story, chummer? I went to the Barrens to find some action. At the time, I thought my life needed some adventure. Anyway, I got involved with these samurai who tell me they know how to get their hands on some serious new yen. So I hook up with them on this run against Ares, and what do you know? My buddies set off the alarm while I was checking ahead. Before I knew what hit me, Corp strike teams were swarming all over, and I end up in Hollywood Pen. I'll always be grateful to you for pulling me out of that hole, Judith. Questions? What do you know about someone named Thon? Word inside was he's new to Seattle and he came here looking for something, but nobody knows what. He was rumored to be working with Renraku on something, maybe related. I also heard one of Thon's lieutenants is named Vigor. He did some time in Hollywood, but I stayed out of his way. Interesting. Vigor is one of the Johnsons that we ran into earlier. That's who we got Max's contact information from. What can you tell me about Alicia? He was a hero to my people. His deeds are legend, but they are best spoken of by someone more gifted than I in his lore. The elders believe his name still carries power, but most of the young doubt it. Okay. Let's talk about a different subject. I'll talk to you later, chum. No sweat, chum. Good luck in your struggles. Probably later on I'll go back and... Yeah. Probably later on I'll go back and see what he looks like as far as his stats and such. Because as I understand it, the only thing with him versus Stark is that he has a little bit of essence to play with. Isaac. What I mean. But I don't know if it's worth dismissing Stark just to find out, so I may... Well, you know what? Let's put a save state down and we'll give it a shot. Okay, because I can always reload after I take a look. Look! Get out of the fucking way! Looking for a good runner, Kira. Sign on. I suppose I'd be interested in another run with you. I charge $520 for a single run, but if you can cough up $5,200, they're at your disposal. Lifelong pal, yeah, that's the easiest thing. So let's see. Exactly. Okay, now the sprite is correct. So let me take another shot of that. Again, my apologies for doing this in the middle of everything else. I just want to catch it while it's there. I can't necessarily trust myself to go back and remember it later. Okay, so let's see what he's all about. Two Fists. He has zip all shit. Hand razors, muscle replacement, wired reflexes. Alright, well his attributes and skills are not bad overall. Okay, 2.9 essence, yeah, he definitely has some room to work with. But, yeah, you really got to equip him. Okay, so yeah, we're going to stick with Stark. And let me check real quick and see where we are on the list. Okay, so I gotta go back to the Sensei arc. Okay. Thank you, Sharky. An armed elven guard greets you at the gate. Greetings, Madam Judy. How may I accommodate you this fine day? May I speak with the tribal elders? I will show you to the Lodge of the Elders. Thanks, chum. The elders assemble and Lady Gillian steps forward. We have received word that all is well with Isaac. We are very gracious, but there is the last part of the ritual to complete. Thirdly, will you promise to aid, defend, and respect the Sinseirok, both the land and the people, for the rest of your days? Simply answer yes. Thereby you will prove your faithfulness. Nah, sounds hard. Your answers angers Lady Gillian and the rest of the elders. She banishes you from the tribal hall. Speak with the tribal elders. They don't seem to care. Let's just say it again. Okay. Simply answer yes. Yes. Your answer pleases Lady Gillian. She throws you out anyway because she's that kind of crazy bitch. She leads you outside where an initiation ceremony has begun. The entire elf tribe of Sinseirok has assembled outside. They hush as Lady Gillian begins. This individual known as Judith has proven herself worthy to be called a friend of the Sinseirok. We grant her honorary status in our tribe. May Alicia, our first chief, watch over Judith as he watches over the actions of all the tribe. The tribe begins an elvish chant, then silence fills the air. Slowly they each come up, rest their hands on your shoulders, and call you sister. Lady Gillian then invites you back to the elders' chambers. Now that you are an honorary member of the tribe, I can answer your questions. What can you tell me about Alicia? He was the first chief of our tribe. His ideals are what all members of the Sinseirok attempt to achieve. His known deeds are recorded as object lessons, and his life is an example to all elves. You would do well to study him. What do you know about someone named Thon? Little is known of this disgusting individual, except he has taken a great interest in the Sinseirok. His purposes cannot be benign, but as of yet we cannot fathom his true intent. We only know his two toads, Vigor and Jarl, have been desecrating our land for over a month now. We have gathered that Thon is a powerful fighter, but he is intelligent enough to let others do the fighting for him whenever possible. This also appears to be true with his bidding. I'm looking for an elf named Frosty. Ah, Jane Foster. She is the student of one of the most powerful and secretive elves in Seattle. She came to Seattle under mysterious circumstances and has worked with her patron ever since. Now, let me take you to Frosty. She is expecting you. You are taken to Frosty. What the fuck? I swear that looks like a He-Man character. Frosty, the hitman, was an evil, vengeful soul. You are taken to Frosty. There is a definite edge to her features of one who has seen and done things unspeakable. However, her attitude is calm, her words warm. Is that... Misfit Kitten, I totally misread that as, is that a peanut shit? Oh my god, it's Mrs. Planters. Oh, Lord. Judith, it is good to finally meet you after hearing so much about your exploits. All of the second-hand stories do you no justice. You have shown remarkable tenacity, skill, and ability. Thanks, chum. Peanut shit. I said strong Christian overtones. I just hope you have the talent to finish the task you so rashly started. Now, what did you want to know? What do you know about someone named Thon? Thon is more and less than he seems, but I think that information should come from my master. To be honest, however, I'm amazed you've stood against him as long as you have. Why is Renraku involved? As with most megacorps, Renraku is mostly interested in profit. Somehow they got hooked up with Thon and his goons. They think they can profit from whatever Thon is up to. Thon has other plans and seeks to burn the bridge to Renraku. Tell me what you know about my brother Michael. I contacted Caleb Brightmore for a few runners, and he chose your brother as well as the others. I deeply apologize for your loss. I had no way of knowing Thon and his cronies had set an ambush. Whoop. My master is Harlequin. Ooh. It was he who asked me to find a team to go into the Sally Sheed. Although some say he is crazy, he has a plan and the ability to see it carried out. Wow, Harlequin is big time. Harlequin seeks to end Thon's presence in this world, but I have said all I can on that subject. I think it is time you talk with Harlequin. Yeah, very wide peanut armor. It almost looks like she's wearing a canoe. You can find him in the Puyup Barrens at the Tarislar Garden Apartments. Okay. So, let me take a look at my notes here. Okay. Alright, so we have, at this point, two of the three initial quests done, and we are actually, with that first step, talking to Frosty, we have actually started on the endgame quest. But we need to finish up what's going on in the middle here, and we're going to do just that now. So what we need to do is find our way back out to the highway or to a payphone or to something. Duck for cover. Hellhounds bound into the clearing and attack. That is not a hellhound. Tonight the part of the hellhound will be played by Lorenzo Lamas. Or maybe Idris Elba. This is a shitty place to have to fight hellhounds. But didn't really seem to matter. I'm stuck in the trees. There is unrest in the forest. Where the fuck is Freya? Freya's glitching out. Everybody, okay, get together, hold hands, remember who your buddy is. Just remember, like American Werewolf in London, stay on the path. Yep, that's where it gets you. And that just and making that joke just makes me miss Neil Peart again. fucking cave! No more fucking caves! If I go into another cave, it will mean I'm lost. Fuck your fucking caves. Yeah, this is the one problem with the Sincerok. You have to kind of wander your way out of it. God damn it, Freya. Jesus. That gargoyle almost knew what she had for lunch. Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it, I need like an airlift out of here. Listen, since I'm an honorary member of the tribe, maybe you could, like, you know, Boy Scout me out or something like that. You know, because a group of young Amerindian boys are scouting the terrain in search of something. One warrior looks up. We're looking like an arrowhead. When we stand together like this, we look like an arrowhead. Help them. You search with the young warrior. Soon you find a large doll animal scale on the ground. A dragon scale? I heard there was a dragon around here somewhere. This is much better than a stupid arrowhead. Since you found it first, I'll offer you 100 new yen for it. Having no need for a discarded dragon scale, you take the new yen, especially since we already have a dragon scale. Hey, wait, kids, while you're here, can you... Ah, fuck you. I would, instead of the 100 new yen, I'd be like, hey, can you show us how to get the hell out of here? That was it? Was that lead up to the thing and past? Or did... That's nothing. I'm just glad that it's not like most terrain in RPG games where when you step on something other than grass, you start getting tougher enemies. Because I'd hate to think what you'd end up getting for... Fuck! I'd hate to think of what you'd end up getting for walking on the cow skulls. Well, I never said I was no damned hippie. I ain't no hippie. I like showers. Just regular before anyone says anything. Okay, so we stop where the tip of the penis is and have a picnic. It doesn't have to, but you know, let's be honest, it's us. Oh, I remember what I needed to do. Yeah. I find myself back at the highway. You know, where life is. Okay, so now I gotta remember where the hell I need to go. And I believe it's the Penumbra District. It's the Penumbra District or the Barrens? I'm going to try the Penumbra District first. Oh no, this isn't it. Yeah, I need to be in the world of Dinge. As the Wanderer, this fairly quiet bar averages about one fight every 3 hours. Ah, there we are. Greetings, Judith. My buddy Jarl was just wondering if you were interested in scoring big new yen tonight. Jarl just scowls. Yeah, if I didn't mention it before, this was the guy I went to get that Matrix run where I had that password for the system that I just broke into over and over and over and stole data from. Yeah, I know, and in the time of the Shadowrun game, people did have cell phones. They had like freaking smartwatch wrist phones, you know, and they had what they called them pocket secretaries, but they were basically the equivalent of smartphones. You know, the only difference was you could hook them up to a printer, so theirs were actually better. But yeah, I guess they wanted to limit it for game purposes. Oh, damn it. Okay, looking for information. Sure, anything to help a pal. We are pals, are we not? If you want me to hook you up with some of my other pals, it'll cost you $7.50, a special rate for you. Now, I think the main contact that I was supposed to get from them, I already did. Let me just make sure. Yes, that would be Max. Okay, so yeah, so was the Palm Pilot, if you think about it. That was actually pretty impressive. But, you know, then eventually, you know, thanks to Moore's Law and stuff getting smaller and more powerful, they figured out how to compact everything into one. Hey, you're the customer and I'm the wheelman. Lay it on me, chum. Come back when you need my services again. Only things I ever had that... actually, the only thing that I had that used Windows CE was a Dreamcast. And they really didn't do much with it. I think I might have had like a pocket thing with a drawing screen that may have used Windows CE, but I don't recall. It was so long ago. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, now I want to make absolutely sure that I have a couple of things. because I already know ahead of time, after I do a couple of these next few moves, that something is going to happen that cannot be undone. Okay, so let's see, where do I need to go? And bear with me as I blunder around a bit here. Talk to them, and yes, go away. Oink somewhere else, pig. I think that's an abandoned building. Oh, that's the big rhino. That's not it. Oh, Winston's back there. Probably should leave him alone. I get the feeling he doesn't really want to talk to us right now. Okay, I think that's Wiley's Gala. This might be it? Yes, it is. Club Penumbra is the most decadent of all the nightclubs in Seattle. Some people claim they have been on the waiting list for more than a year. The doorman smiles at you and asks your business. I'd like to go in. If I could have your cred stick, I'll transfer the 75 new yen entry fee. Once inside, you inquire about Mako. Uh-oh, better get him. The bartender points out a young Oriental man sitting alone at a table. As you approach, Mako slowly glances up at you with distaste. Suddenly, his eyes widen in horror. Just as suddenly, you realize he is now looking behind you. Screaming lead explodes from the front of the club. You hear Mako cry out in pain as he dives for the floor. You turn to face a Renraku strike team. Oh, Jesus, them again. Looking like they're gunning for Mako as much as you. On the floor, Mako lies unconscious in a pool of blood. You rudely wake him from his crimson slumber, and he immediately begins to whine. I'll tell you whatever you want, but you need to get me to a doctor first. Get me patched and I'll tell you everything. I'm just a company man. I follow orders, that's all. I almost accidentally gave him Alkeny's voice from Tecmo's Deception there. Talk now and bleed later, fragger. I want to know what happened to my brother. Judith is having none of that shit. Mako winces at your onslaught. My orders were to track the runners and report on their activities. My team lost them in the forest just before they were killed. Renraku had nothing to do with their deaths. We wanted them alive. What can you tell me about Caleb Brightmore? The Mr. Johnson of your brother's team was an elf named Caleb Brightmore, but I'm sure he was taking orders from another. He deals exclusively with big-time Shadowrunning talent. He hangs out at Icarus Descending. If you want answers about your brother, go to him. Why is Renraku involved? I was the project director for Operation Thon, searching the caves and forests for clues to some sort of tomb. Before you ask, I don't know what Thon means. Well, neither do the people that wrote this. Your brother's team became a top priority after they were hired by Caleb to do the same. We hoped they could lead us to something. Cough, cough, spurt, die. After the team was killed, Renraku spent more time following up on the situation. They even upped the resources to find out who killed them and why. I was immediately cut from the project after the forest incident, so I don't know anything after that. Renraku replaced me with a new project director. His name is Ito Ogami. Tell me about him. He flew out here a couple of days after the forest fiasco. He's most likely staying at a local hotel. I hear he's a real nasty customer. If you want to stay alive, don't mess with him. Yeah, I know. He says a lot for a guy who's been perforated. Now, please get me to a hospital. I need medical care or I'll die. Listen, that was a Renraku strike team that perforated you. I had no idea they were going to say that. I just, wow. Damn, I'm good. And they'll surely find you in a hospital. Besides, I've seen people survive much worse than that scratch. I've had worse. Mako looks quite pale, but manages to give you a venomous glare. You shake your head in disgust and leave him to his own recourse. Death on the dance floor. Da, 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 da. Ring around the rosies, pocket full of posy. That was just too good not to do. Let's see. Club Penumbra, talk to Mako. Now, let's see. So they said he was at one of the local hotels. So I just got to figure out which one. There was a hotel up here, if I recall. That's a club. Wiley's Gala Inn. Oh, no, apparently not. It's Gates Undersound is what we're supposedly looking for. Yep, high fivers again. Oh good, it catches Freya up. I was worried about that. A company man storms up to you. Hey, you can't get away with this. Don't think I don't recognize you. Let's talk to him. Only once the man snaps, he reaches into his coat and pulls out a gun. How'd that work out for you? Yeah. I guess the moral of the story here is don't snap on a Shadowrunner. Something like that. I don't know. Totally understandable, Justin. And I hope everything goes well for you. Take care, get some sleep, and thanks for coming by, my man. And thanks for that tip on the controller. I'll look into that. Oh, of course. All right, well, Diva, thanks for coming by. Glad you were here, too, and take good care of your man. I know you will anyway. Catch you all soon. Might be in downtown Seattle. At one point, I actually had a magazine. I think it was Game Players that had a map of all of the Shadowrun Genesis cities. Except I don't think they included maps of Council Island or the Sinserak. So, almost everything. But that was actually a good reference. Okay, that's Icarus Descending, I think. And that's Matchsticks. That's Mitsuhama. I used to get those two confused a lot, and then I remembered Matchsticks has the drink sign on the outside. Flustered woman passes by you. A moment later, a grungy man passes in pursuit of the woman. It seems to you that he is planning to harm her. Hey, what's going on here? The woman calls to you for help. The thug that was following her calls to some friends as he pulls his weapon. And the woman pieced out, I guess. I can't say I blame her. I keep thinking of the bartender in Three Amigos. This tongue getting tore off from me. Oh no, Mr. Ogami just left for his meeting. His private car was headed for Matchsticks. If you hurry, you might just make it.